Your narcissistic partner has cheated on you again. And why you still want to fix things? Imagine this. You just found out your partner cheated again. Your heart feels shattered. But instead of walking away, you are still clinging to the hope of fixing things. Why does this keep happening? What if I told you it's not just about love or forgiveness? What if the reason you stay has more to do with psychology than your heart? Today we are exploring the painful reality of narcissistic relationships where love becomes a game of manipulation and you are the only player who doesn't know the rules. Let's unpack why they cheat, why you stay, and most importantly, what you can do to take back control of your life. Hey everyone, welcome back to Recovery Thyself channel. Today we are talking about something incredibly painful but important. What happens when your narcissistic partner cheats on you again? And why, despite everything, you still want to make it work? Let me tell you about a girl. Her boyfriend is the definition of charm. When things are good, they are amazing. Romantic gestures, public declarations of love, intimate conversations that make her feel truly seen. But then come the unexplained absences, the secretive phone habits, and eventually the discovery of his infidelity. Every time she confronts her boyfriend, he somehow turns it around. You're too needy. You drove me to this. It wasn't that serious. And somehow she finds herself apologizing to him. Sound familiar? If so, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not crazy. Let's break down this together. Why narcissists cheat? First, let's understand what we are dealing with. Narcissism isn't just about someone who loves selfies or talks about themselves too much. Clinical narcissism is a personality pattern that includes entitlement. I deserve whatever I want, whenever I want. Lack of empathy. Your pain doesn't matter as much as my desires. Need for constant validation. One person's admiration isn't enough. Narcissists cheat because in their mind, they are entitled to pleasure regardless of your agreements. Your relationship is about fulfilling their needs, not building something mutual. Think of it like this. Most people see relationships as partnerships. Two people rowing a boat together. A narcissist sees a relationships as having a personal chauffeur. You are there to take them where they want to go, and they'll replace you the moment you stop serving that purpose. The most dangerous part. When caught, they don't just lie. They rewrite reality. It didn't happen. You're overreacting. If you were better, I won't need to look elsewhere. This isn't just deception. It's psychological warfare. Why you stay? Now for the harder question. Why do you stay after discovering betrayal, sometimes repeatedly? The answer isn't as simple as low self-esteem or fear of being alone. The psychology runs much deeper. Trauma bonding. This is a biochemical attachment formed through cycles of abuse. When your narcissistic partner switches between cruelty and kindness, your brain gets flooded with stress hormone, followed by relief hormones like dopamine and oxytocin. It's literally addictive like a drug. The intensity of making up becomes mistaken for passion, and the relief of being back in their good graces feels like happiness. Gaslighting. After months or years of having your reality questioned, you start doubting your own perceptions. Maybe the cheating wasn't that bad. Maybe I'm too sensitive. Maybe it really was my fault. The promise of change. Narcissists are masters of the heartful apology when caught. They'll cry, promise therapy, swear it'll never happen again. And you want so badly to believe them because the intermittent reinforcement, those amazing moments when everything feels perfect. They are real. That's what makes this so confusing. You're not staying for nothing. You're staying for those glimpses of the relationship you thought you had. It's like playing a slot machine that pays out just enough to keep you putting in more coins, even though you're losing overall. Recognizing the cycle. If you're caught in this pattern, you might recognize this cycle. Discovery. You find evidence of betrayal, confrontation. You address the issue, denial. They claim innocence or minimize, blame shifting. They make it your fault, breaking point. You threaten to leave, love bombing. They shower you with affection and promises. Honeymoon period, things feel better temporarily. Tension builds. The cycle begins again. Listen closely. This cycle doesn't improve with time, it escalates. Ask yourself honestly, how many times have you gone around this wheel and each rotation made you feel better or worse about yourself? What's really keeping you there? Beyond trauma bonding, several powerful forces might be keeping you in place. Fear of realization. Narcissists often threaten to destroy your reputation, take your children, or ruin you financially if you leave. Sunk cost fallacy. I've already invested years in this relationship. I can't walk away now. Shame. You might feel embarrassed that you have allowed this treatment, making it harder to seek support. The wounded healer complex. If you're naturally empathetic, you might believe your love can heal their brokenness. This last one is particularly heartbreaking. Your capacity for understanding and forgiveness is beautiful, but it's being weaponized against you. Remember, you cannot love someone enough to make them treat you with respect. That choice is entirely theirs. Moving forward, whether you decide to stay or go is deeply personal. But here's what you deserve to know. If you stay, meaningful change would require your partner to acknowledge their narcissistic patterns without deflection, commit to long-term specialized therapy, accept full responsibility without qualification, respect new firm boundaries. This level of change is rare, but not impossible. However, it cannot happen without professional help and genuine desire for change from them, not just fear of losing you. If you leave, prepare for an extinction burst, intensified manipulation to keep you, the smear campaign, attempts to damage your reputation, grief for the relationship you thought you had, a necessary period of no contact to break the trauma bond. Either path requires immense courage. But remember this, you're not responsible for fixing someone who repeatedly chooses to hurt you. The most important relationship you'll ever have is with yourself, and that relationship deserves honesty, respect, and faithfulness too. If this video resonated with you, take one small step today. Share your thoughts in the comments. Pour your heart out. Maybe not today, but someday when you're ready. And 6 months from now, come back and read your own words. Your comment today might become the motivation you need tomorrow. The community is here for you. Today, we have explored how a narcissist cheating isn't just about betrayal. It's a cycle of addiction, manipulation, and trauma bonding. Take a moment to reflect. How many times have you convinced yourself maybe they had a valid reason? How many nights have you spent overthinking, blaming yourself, wondering, did I do something wrong? How many times have you forgiven their betrayal, convincing yourself, this is the last time? Now you understand that this isn't just a relationship, it's a trauma bond. And just like any addiction, breaking free isn't something you can do alone. The number in the description is your first step towards freedom. When you call me, simply say, I accept that I'm dealing with a love addiction and I need help recovering from narcissistic abuse. That one sentence will help us understand where you are on this journey so we can focus directly on your specific solution. No time wasted, no repeated basics, because acceptance is the key that unlocks the prison of this toxic cycle. Call now because your heart deserves to heal. Your story deserves a new beginning. Recovery starts with one call. And remember, you can and you will heal. Just start today. Thank you.